having come from behind a 1-0 deficit. Ricky goes, a pitch ticket, he's going to have it. He does. Ricky Henderson, no contest, steals third base, jerks the bag from its moorings, and holds it aloft, representing number 939.
But now looking into Buster Posey. 1 ball and 2 strikes. On the ground, Arias from deep third, got him! And that's a perfect game. And the Giants mobbing Matt Cain on the pitcher's mound.
Swung out and hammered, high, deep to left, away, out of here.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to Taps and Jacks. I'm your host, Jordan Stacks on Stacks Lads. Joined as always with my guy, Mr. Big Ballin' Ben Larson.
Yes, sir.
We are 2 days away from opening day. Ben, how we feeling?
I'm fucking stoked, man. Absolutely fucking stoked. Spring training ended today. We're fucking 85-degree weather out here in the Bay.
It's hella hot out here.
Beer on
too.
tap. Yeah. Man, I'm just absolutely stoked. How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Major League Baseball, though, they really fucking dropped the ball. They should have had the season start on Monday, you know, because there's really nothing going on. And, like, March Madness kicks back up on Thursday, and I think they lost a huge opportunity. But what's new with Rob Manfred, dude? You know what I mean?
Yep.
But, yeah, I thought it was a huge missed opportunity here. So, you know, I'm stoked for opening day, but it is going to be a little tough because, you know, I still do have content to do for college basketball until the season winds down. So this weekend's going to be fucking brutal, dude. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to be doing college basketball stuff and fucking MLB. And yeah, man, we're going to have some other stuff kicking off for Major League Baseball next week, which we'll talk more about on Sunday once I kind of finalize everything and stuff. So we'll have that out. And yeah, man, Major League Baseball, man, right here. And excited for it, man.
Now, do we have Sweet 16 and Elite 8 this weekend?
Yeah, so Sweet
Thursday
16
through
is
Sunday?
Thursday, Friday, and then Elite 8's Saturday, Sunday.
Okay.
And then next week, Final Four on Saturday, and then the championship game on Monday. So
On Monday. Okay.
We're almost to the end. We're right there. So we're winding down and we're getting ready for Major League Baseball.
100% baseball, yeah.
Yep.
Well, as of Thursday, I'm 100% baseball because I am. The tournament's been fun, but to me, there's nothing like baseball. So
yeah, no, baseball is. I love college basketball and I love baseball both equally, but yeah, baseball season it's a little different because there's really nothing else going on for a majority of the season. So like, you know, all eyes are on baseball, and you know it's a little different. But what are you sipping on over there?
So yeah, I got a new beer for tonight. In kind of I guess cahoots with this heat wave that we're having out here. It's actually supposed to drop like 15 degrees tomorrow. But you know, here we are. So I've got Sonoma Springs Brewing Company. So this is out of Sonoma, California. So up kind of in wine area,
Okay.
a little north of wine area. But Sonoma Springs is a great brewery in Northern California. So this is called Morning Sunshine, and it's a hoppy pills. So it is going to be a little more towards the IPA pale ale taste than your normal Pilsner is going to be. It's got Citra, Strata, and Mosaic hops. So you really do get that hop taste to it. You're going to get some probably that citrus kind of taste to it. I took the first sip and it is definitely hop heavy. So I'm hoping that kind of calms down a little bit throughout the beer. but super floral scent and
Oh,
crisp taste so far. So
so it is summery, huh?
yep, and 4.9% you can drink it.
Nice.
Was that a dog bark?
Oh yeah, those are dogs barking.
Oh, there we go.
Maybe the dogs are gonna be barking on Thursday.
It could be. Could be. I don't think there's going to be too many dogs barking just looking at the slate, but there's going to be a couple.
Yeah, it's the first game of the year. Like, weird shit always happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, we basically have only all but 2 teams are playing on Thursday. So the only 2 teams that aren't playing on Thursday are the Rockies and the Rays.
Yep.
And then we got everyone else going. I'm gonna guess about 2, 3. I'm gonna guess at least 4 games get rained out on Thursday.
Oh, you think so, huh?
Yeah, at least.
Okay.
So I think the slate's gonna be a little shorter. But the games that won't get rained out, 2 of them we're gonna be talking about.
Yeah. And this also starts my challenge for the season. Every day, I'm gonna be betting the slate. So I'm gonna be putting out a cheap parlay, but putting a parlay out there to bet all of the day's games. So Thursday we're putting out a 14 leg, and it's going to be anywhere from like plus 50,000 to plus 75,000 area. So
it's
gonna be fun. It's only gonna be like $1 or $2, probably $2 per day, but it'll win me $5,000.
That'd be fucking massive, dude.
$5,000 to 7,500 if I hit. So
yeah,
it we're gonna do it every single day of the season.
A lotto parlay.
Yeah, for 180 days, and I'll be posting it on our Twitter, and
that's how all the scammers get started, Ben.
What's that?
That's how all the scammers get started.
What do you mean?
All the guys that like sell picks on online, like Dove Club and stuff. They hit a lotto parlay and then they like fucking blast it around and shit, and then everyone like pays them fucking $25 a month to like buy their picks, and they never win and shit.
Yeah,
because they hit one lotto parlay. Yeah, shit's fucking crazy. But yeah, dude, I mean, it's fun.
We're gonna hit 2, and then we're gonna be fucking.
And it's all fun, like the one thing is like people listening to it, like, don't like put like 5% of your bankroll on one of these. You know what I mean? These are for fun.
Yep, and that's why I'm literally doing $2, 180 days, $360 for the year. I'll be doing my regular normal units on games and doing my normal betting, but I'll also be throwing in a little $2 parlay to win like 5 to 10 grand per day.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if one hits, then we're fucking paid, and that's all I'm hoping for.
Yeah, I mean that's what's up.
Yeah.
If you hit 2 out of the year, that's pretty fucking good, dude.
Oh yeah, 1 out of every 3 months. I mean, it doesn't sound. Yeah, it sounds pretty hard.
It's pretty difficult, dude.
Yeah.
There's a reason why the odds are like plus, what is it, like 15,000 to 1?
No, it's like 50,000.
Yeah, I mean, there's a good reason for that. It's difficult. Even if you were to parlay all the favorites, like all the favorites aren't going to win every fucking day. You know what I mean? So you got to pick and choose wisely. But before we hop into the 2 games we're going to talk about, any surprises for rosters or anything in your opinion?
I did see a couple today that I was a little bit surprised of. There's a couple young guys that I figured had a shot to make the big team that didn't make it. The first was Evan Carter. And he had a great spring training.
No, he had a bad spring.
No, he bat like 400.
No, that was his OPS.
I'm trying to find the
his OPS was like 490. In spring let me see. Oh my god, I had it up earlier, dude. Spring training, he hit 154.
Ah, see, there we go. Okay.
35% K percentage.
That makes a little bit more sense. I thought he was hitting there we go. So he is going back down to AAA.
Yeah, well,
Um,
I'll say, I mean, it is surprising. Like, I mean, obviously he's been struggling, but the thing with Evan Carter is, if you remember, when he came up in 2023, I mean, he was a huge catalyst for that World Series run that the Rangers made. He was one of their better players,
Mhm.
and then last year he got hurt, right? And he only played what 25 games or
Yeah.
45 games last year, and he didn't really produce in those games. And he struggled, but a lot of it probably had to do with injury. And then this year he like really struggled in spring, and like that's the crazy thing about baseball, bro, is like it's all about the ebbs and flows and how you handle the ebbs and flows. And I think that sending Evan Carter down is a good thing for him, but could also be maybe a little dangerous, Ben, because that could fuck with his psyche, especially someone that was like a huge part of a World Series run. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Yeah, I was a little surprised to see Cal Raleigh get a huge contract today.
Well, he is one of the best. He is arguably
He's one of the better catchers, but 105 million contract for 6 years. Like, I don't know if
that's honestly that's not a bad deal, dude.
it's not a bad deal, but I don't know if he's going to continue to produce offensively like they need. And that's something that I think you could probably go out to Seattle and find a catcher that is low, obviously going to be lower defensively than Cal Raleigh, but can provide more of an upstart for that offense that they desperately need.
I disagree, dude. I think I would much rather have a plus defensive catcher than an offensive catcher. And the fact that like he's gonna give you 30 home runs and 80 to 100 RBIs is just a plus on top of the. I mean, he's arguably him
You just got
and
to do it though.
him and well he does every year. That's the thing is he's been consistent.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to get that for 6 years.
Yeah, but that's the thing, dude. Is like if he's only
Backloaded-
getting like 18
front-loaded
mil,
contract, so
and he's only getting like 18 mil a year average, like that's not bad. But I mean, look at in his career, dude. He has since he's been a full time catcher, dude. He hit 27 home runs, 63 RBIs, 30 home runs, 75 RBIs, 34 home runs, 100 RBIs. So I mean, like he's basically always giving you 30 home runs and around 80 RBIs, right? He's arguably the best defensive catcher. He's definitely top two. Him and Patrick Bailey are the two best defensive catchers in baseball, and there's no disagreeing with that. Like that's consensus, right? So if you're giving me a Gold Glove caliber defensive catcher who's going to give me 30 bombs a year and 80 to 100 RBIs, I'm taking that all fucking day, dude. All fucking
yeah,
day.
yeah. I guess the only thing that I don't necessarily like there is it's really home run or bust with him.
Absolutely, and walk. He walks a lot.
Yeah,
Last year he didn't walk as much, but I mean his average walk rate's around 10%, which is really fucking good.
Yeah.
Like last year was a down year for the guy, and he still had an on base percentage of 312. He still hit 34 home runs, and he had 100 RBIs, and it was like we all thought it was like a down year offensively, and he had his best wins above replacement too. So honestly, I love the deal, dude. I think it's a great deal for the Mariners. 18 million is nothing, bro, in baseball. 18 mil is nothing, dude.
Yeah, I am a little bit worried about the length of that, but I don't know if there's any opt outs.
And he's only 28.
Yeah.
I'll take it. I'll take that defense all fucking day, dude.
Yeah.
Big year for the Mariners, man. Like,
what's it?
I said, it's a big year for the Mariners, bro. Like,
oh yeah, they have to have a good year.
They had by most accounts, like everyone pretty much agree, like they had a terrible offseason. You know, after their pitching staff was phenomenal last year and they like didn't add any offense, like you're really relying on Cal Raleigh and J Rod and Robles, and you're really relying on them to produce better than they did a year ago. So maybe getting him this contract motivates him in some kind of way, like, you know, rewarding the Mariners franchise for, you know, having faith in him.
Yeah. And they did have another addition by subtraction, I think yesterday. They let go of Mitch Haniger.
Yeah.
Guy just good ball player, but could never stay healthy. And your availability is your best asset, and always had issues there. Good guy in the clubhouse. I think that's what they're gonna miss. But kind of a playing wise, an addition by subtraction there.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Mickey Moniak, former
Yeah, that was gonna
first
be the next
overall
thing
pick, released
Yep.
by the Angels. I think he's gonna find us. He's gonna find a landing spot, bro. And hopefully,
Oh, absolutely.
it's kind of one of those things that's like what's the word I'm looking for, Ben? Like,
Change of scenery.
Change of scenery. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna be something that's good because if you're a first overall pick, obviously there's talent. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of just and like he showed flashes of it with the Angels, right? I didn't think he really got a lot of consistent ABs, and
Mhm.
we'll see what happens. Yes. I was also shocked that Christian Campbell made the Reds roster over Roman Anthony. That shocked me. But Christian Campbell is like a utility guy. Like he plays multiple positions, whereas Roman Anthony's literally just an outfielder.
Mhm.
But Christian Campbell, the bat isn't all the way there yet. Elite defensively, but bat isn't all the way there. Whereas Roman Anthony, great bat already. So
It's
that was kind of
the
shocking.
flip.
Yeah. But Roman Anthony will be up at some point this year.
Yeah.
So will Marcello Meyer, and so will Roman Anthony, Marcello Meyer, and Christian Campbell. Christian Campbell will all be up at some point.
Yeah. Was not surprised to see the news today that Jordan Montgomery is going in for Tommy J. Probably something he should have done prior to this, because he did have kind of nagging injuries for a little while.
Yeah.
And his last year was just atrocious.
Yeah.
Horrid.
That was bad, dude.
Yep.
That was terrible. Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting season, but I love to see a few athletics
Mhm.
in the top 100 of the recent prospect list that was released.
I'm kind of surprised for my Giants that you're going to see Landon Rupp as your fifth starter.
He had a really good spring.
He did. But Birdsong's going to be going out of the pen, and Harrison sent down to the minors.
Yeah. Rupp had a really fucking good spring, dude.
Yep.
You'll probably see Birdsong in the rotation at some point.
Agreed.
And you'll see Kyle Harrison come up at some point too. But yeah, he definitely velo's kind of fallen off a little bit, which is that's usually worrisome from an injury standpoint for pitchers when the velo falls off, especially if they're young.
Mhm.
So kind of got to figure all that shit out. But yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, man, it's gonna be a great fucking season, man.
Yep.
Looking forward to it.
My Giants won the Cactus League, and the Blue Jays won the Grapefruit League.
Yeah.
We're both not going to make the playoffs.
Yeah, probably not. That's how it goes, though.
Yeah.
I don't even know who won the Cactus League last year.
Oh, I have no idea.
And the Grapefruit League last year. Let's see, Cactus League 2024.
I'll see who can find it first.
Even more, like another question, like what the fuck is gonna happen in Arizona now that spring training's done? Like, what are they gonna do?
Yeah. Nothing.
Cactus League 2024 standings. Shows me 2025, of course.
24. We had.
You found it?
Yeah. Cactus League was won by the Dodgers.
Oh.
And the Grapefruit League was won by the Orioles.
Huh. Interesting.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Telling me there's a chance. Yeah, we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens.
The
all right.
Rockies also came in second place last year, so.
Who?
Rockies.
Oh, the Rockies. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're spring training legends, dude.
they're pretty bad. Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about a couple games tomorrow. So, or I'm sorry, Thursday. So first one we're going to talk about is the Braves and Padres. This game is 3:10 Pacific Standard Time, a weird fucking start time.
No, 1:10 Pacific Standard.
1:10. 1:10. Yeah, 1:10. Sorry, 1:10. We got Chris Sale on the mound for the Braves, and he will be opposing Michael King of the Padres. What's your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, I think this is going to be one of the dogs barking on Thursday. I think you're going to see, a major disconnect from Chris Sale from where we saw him last year. He didn't start the season out great. I think he went 3-1 to start, or sorry, 1-3 to start the season last year. But definitely had a lot of runs allowed, which isn't surprising for for your first few games coming out of spring training. But I don't think you're going to see the level of pitching that we get out, or that we got out of Chris Sale last year. And then I think the big thing is Sean Murphy and Ronald Acuna Jr. placed on the 10-day IL today, retro to yesterday. But I think that's going to play take a major hit to that offense. They were hitting well during spring training, and kind of pushing that offense through spring training, and that's going to be a big hit. I was also surprised at the bats of San Diego during spring training. I know we can't take a lot of spring training numbers into account, but offense looked good for San Diego, and I'm leaning that way.
Well, I will say this about the Cactus League is the Cactus League is a prime environment for offense because the ball flies in Arizona.
Mhm.
So I will say that as far as like swinging the bat, not only is Acuna and Murphy on the IL, but Joe Jimenez, who's one of their high leverage relievers, is also on the IL. For what it's worth, my biggest question about the Padres though is you lose. They did lose a lot.
Did it?
In terms of you lost Tanner Scott, who's one of the best high leverage relievers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you lost Donovan Solano, who you could say is like, yeah, he's whatever, but he was a timely hitter for that team, right?
Mm-hmm.
You lost Jerickson Profar.
Yep.
And you didn't really replace them.
Correct.
So while yes, you do have you do have your main cogs in Manny and Fernando and Jackson Merrill. I am curious as to the bottom half of this lineup, how it's going to fare. And then Gavin Sheets is a lefty. I doubt he plays tomorrow in the lineup. Jason Hayward.
He was one of their best batters in spring training.
Yeah, and Gavin Sheets has talent, dude. Like he is a former top prospect of the White Sox, and he did have a couple of good years.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He's not no slouch, but Jose. They do have Jose Iglesias, and
Rias and Cronenworth had a good spring.
Yeah, Cronenworth, dude. He's always hella inconsistent, dude.
Yeah.
And that was the thing with the Padres last year, is like the bottom half of their lineup was just so bad, dude. And it really cost them, especially in the playoffs. And I know obviously this isn't a playoff game, but I mean, if you recall last year in the Braves series, I mean, they didn't even really score a lot of runs. Just their pitching staff just absolutely shut the Braves down.
Yeah.
So that is going to be curious. And then obviously I'm a lot higher on the Padres. I mean, not Padres. I'm really high on the fucking Braves this year. And while not having Acuna to start the year, it sucks. I mean, they still have a lot of talent on this team, Ben.
They definitely do. he is he is that main wheel though. Like every cog comes off of him. So yes, I mean you do have, Michael Harris, you have Ozuna, you have all Ozzy Albies. Um, this is the same thing though, is that second half of the order without Matt Olson, without Acuna, like everybody moving up leaves that second half just very subpar
Of the lineup?
of the lineup, yeah, of the batting order.
Yeah, but I mean,
You
like,
have Austin Riley, Brian De La Cruz had a good spring.
Kelnick was good last year. Well, he was up and down. Brian De La Cruz. I mean, you got
Kelnick had a horrible spring training.
hey. Sometimes the guys that have a bad spring training fucking turn it on when the fucking lights shine.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think I don't. The thing is like the Braves are -130. I wouldn't lay -130 here.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think with Acuna and Olson out, these offenses are pretty similar.
Olson's playing. Sean Murphy's out, not Olson.
Oh, sorry, Sean Murphy out. With Murphy and I guess adding Olson does help. But with Murphy and Acuna out, like I do see these offenses as pretty similar. And then when you look at pitching, yeah, Chris Sale had a hell of a season last year, but that was a fucking unicorn season for him. So I put and Michael King had a hell of a season too, but Michael King is a hell of a lot younger and
Michael King
in a lot better shape.
I mean, we don't know if he's in better shape, but
when you're fucking 40 versus what?
Chris Sale ain't 40.
Chris Sale's 36.
I mean, Michael King's 30.
Chris Sale 35. Michael King 29.
It's not like a fucking 20-year difference or anything. I will say this. I think
6 years as a pitcher is a big difference.
I think -1, not as a pitcher, dude.
Yes, it is.
Nah, I disagree. I think -130 is too steep of a price to play the Padres.
With Chris Sale pitching 14 seasons, yes.
No, dude. He's 35, bro. Justin Verlander pitched. I mean, he's like 44, dude. And, like, he didn't even start sucking until like 2 years ago.
Yeah, we're not going to see a sub-3 ERA that we saw with Chris Sale again.
I mean,
no chance.
I don't know. Ben, you're acting like these dudes suck or something.
I'm not saying he sucks. I mean, a 3 to a 4 ERA is still a hell of an ERA, but you're not going to see a sub-3 ERA.
Like I do think the price is off. Like, I think this should be closer to a pick'em than it is right now. Like, -130 is way too steep for me, dude, to play it. If it's like -120, I'd probably be on the Braves. So at this price, it would be Padres or pass for me. I'm gonna pass on this one. I'm gonna be very selective early on, dude. Like, I'm only gonna play stuff that I think I have an edge on the price, and this is one of them that I do not think I have an edge on the price in either game. And I want to see some of these teams. I want to see some data get acclimated first, because you are right. Like, we don't know what Chris Sale we're gonna get. But we also don't know what Michael King we're going to get. Michael King wasn't great in the spring. He had a 5.48 xFIP, you know what I mean? Like, so I want to see a little bit more, bro, like, out of these two. And I would lean Braves, but at the price, it would be a pass for me. And the total is like 7, dude. Like, too low to play the total.
I didn't think the total's lower than that.
No, it says 7. I would honestly lean the over.
Last year, Padres were a good slider team, which is Sale's best pitch. Changeup. Again, these are last year's numbers, so you kind of have to take them with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
Changeup. Decent changeup team as well. Let's see, Michael King. Changeup was his best pitch. Got a couple guys there. Austin Riley, Acuna, but he's going to be out. Ozzy Albies, Azunia hit the changeup well. Let's see what's Michael King's second best pitch, the sinker. Everyone except for Acuna, Austin Riley hits a sinker really well, but everybody else is not good against the sinker.
I mean, the Braves weren't good at hitting the ball at all last year.
Yeah, I'm on San Diego here, especially if I'm getting plus money.
Best of luck to you. Just can't do it in this one, man. Not game one.
At home on opening day?
Yeah. I mean, I get it, but again, I don't love the price either way.
Yep.
All right, let's talk about the next game. We have the Dodgers versus the Detroit Tigers. We have Tariq Skubal against Blake Snell. Tigers are plus $1.30, Dodgers minus $1.55. The total's at 6.5. The run line, Dodgers minus 1.5 is plus $1.55, plus 1.5 is minus $1.90. We aren't sure if Mookie Betts is gonna play. We're not
Mookie
sure
Betts is not playing
officially because yesterday they said he was gonna try to play.
No, I read that he's not playing because he still can't keep any food down.
Yeah, but yesterday they said that he was gonna be in the lineup. Did he play today? Check the box score today. I didn't see.
Day. Mookie did play today.
Yeah.
0 for 3.
Yeah, so I don't know if he's gonna play on Thursday. He may or may not play. It's not official, which makes this really tough to handicap right now.
Yeah.
Because they did say like they were gonna try and get him in the lineup today to see how he felt and stuff. Going 0 for 3, I don't know if that means he is or is not gonna play. Kopech obviously is gonna start the year on the IL. So is Evan Phillips. And then did Freddie Freeman play today?
Freddie 0 for 3.
Yeah. Well, I'll say this. At the price, I would play the Tigers.
Yeah. Especially with Snell on the hill. I think obviously Snell is a great pitcher, but he does struggle at the beginning of the year. He kind of moves into pitching great. The thing that I'm a little hesitant about is that the Dodgers have already played 2 games. They've already got 2.
Yeah, but they were in Japan. And now they have to come over back to the States, and they go back into spring training, and now they got to get back into the regular season.
And you're going against one of the best pitchers in the world.
Yeah, and not only one of the best pitchers, you also have to face one of the best bullpens.
Yeah.
So this one is I think for the price, dude, like at plus $1.30, plus $1.33, that's an absolute play on the Tigers for me, just for the price. The total's at 6.5, so I would probably stay away. I would look at playing
probably go first 5 Tigers as well. Probably get that minus half a run at a great number.
Dodgers are probably the favorite for that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you can get so it would be plus half around there.
Yeah. I mean, you could probably get like an alt line. Yeah, I mean, Snell does tend to walk guys, and the Tigers are a very patient hitting team.
Mhm.
The Tigers are swinging the sticks well this spring, which bodes well coming into this. And if Torkel Singh can continue swinging the sticks well, this can be a very formidable Tigers team. I just think at the price, dude, it's a play on the Tigers for me at plus $1.33.
Mhm.
And I get Skubal on the mound plus one of the best bullpens against a pretty banged up Dodgers team to start the year. I think it's a no brainer, dude. I'd also look at I don't even know about pitcher props because the Dodgers don't really strike out a ton, so I don't know if I would play Skubal strikeouts over. I mean, I would look at Snell's K's over. Also, walks if you can get walks.
Yeah, it all depends on what. Let's see if we've got props up yet for this. Tigers first 5 minus half a run is plus 150.
I'll just play a money line. If you like him on the first 5, I'm gonna play him full game plus $1.33. They probably don't have a lot of player props up yet, to be honest.
They do though. Hits, fun, total bases. They don't have strikeouts. Yep, no strikeouts yet.
Yeah, they usually don't put the player props up till like fucking day of.
Bravada has a lot of they have a decent amount of player props, but they don't have pitching props. Yep. Nothing as of yet. Detroit first 5 money line plus 105.
Seems short.
It's because you got Scooball on the hill.
Yeah, but I mean, you got fucking Snell on the other side.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, like, Scooball's a better pitcher than Snell, but still.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, I think you're right with the bullpen versus a somewhat injured team.
Well, not only that, fucking, Scooball, I mean, the Dodgers bullpen's kind of banged up too. Like, Kopech or fucking Evan Phillips. Those are two of the like main fucking dudes, bro. Two of their main dudes in their bullpen. Obviously, they still have Tanner Scott, but I mean this Tigers bullpen is nasty, man.
Yeah.
Like they're deep.
What other injuries do we have? Let's see. Why does Detroit ESPN have Wilmer Flores listed as a starting pitcher?
Yeah, no, he's not. But
Yeah.
Parker Meadows is out, which hurts. He's on the
Yep.
60-day IL. He's out for a while. But other than that, I mean, like, they have all their guys.
Yeah, Burling, Lang De Jesus. Okay, Dodgers. Kershaw, Grove, Gratterall, Kopech. River Ryan's still out. Gavin Stone's still out.
The Tigers have 3 listed closers, dude. That's how good their bullpen is.
That's crazy. All of the Dodgers injuries are pitchers.
Yeah, because they overuse them, dude.
Every
Not overuse
single
them, but
one, yeah.
like, I don't know. There's some, like, this is like an ongoing thing with the Dodgers. This isn't just recently, dude. Like, they always have
yeah.
injuries to their pitchers, bro.
Yeah, Evan Phillips is on there too. Yeah.
But yeah,
It's a good thing they signed 15 this offseason, though.
Yeah, seriously. But yeah, the fucking Tigers, they got guys, bro. They're young, but they got guys.
Yep.
The only thing that does worry me about their lineup against lefties is a lot of their best hitters are lefties.
Yeah.
Which does kind of worry me. But I mean, dude, they are really patient, bro. And Snell, he is kind of, like you said, he is usually starts off slow and shit.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'll definitely be on the Tigers on Thursday night. I'll probably only have 2 plays on Thursday, and that's going to be one of them.
Yeah. Lefties, they just a little bit less.
Well, yeah, because, I mean, last year, all they had was lefties in their lineup. This year, I mean, they signed Gleyber Torres. They signed a lot more righties this year for that very reason.
Yep.
I mean, last year, they had like 8 guys or 7 guys that were lefties in their fucking lineup against Framber, and they beat Framber.
Yep. Against lefties, they batted 229 compared to 235 against righties. On base percentage of 298 compared to 300. Slugging 362 compared to 392. And OPS 659 versus 693. So just a little bit below.
Yeah.
And they were not good the first half of the year.
The Tigers, yeah, they were. Well, no, they got off to a good start, and then they
middle third, right?
And then like in May and June, dude, they fucking struggled.
Yeah.
They struggled. So yeah. All right.
It was horrid.
Let's get some best bets for this one.
All right, give me some of those dogs a barking. I'm gonna take both dogs. I like San Diego full game against Atlanta. I think we're gonna take that at plus 110. I think it was. Let me confirm that one right now. If I can find it through the app.
I'll probably take Tatis over 1.5.
Plus 110 there. What'd you say?
I'll probably take Tatis over 1.5 bases in San Diego game.
And then I'm gonna go Detroit minus a half a run for first to 5. I think Snell's gonna have some issues there.
All right, so I'm gonna go Tatis over 1.5 bases. As long as it's even money or better. Even money or better, I'll take it. Anything less, I will stay away. Actually, I'll say minus 110 or better. It's probably fair. Minus 110 or better. And then I'm taking Detroit money line plus $1.33, or the best number you can find. I would play it to plus 125. 125. 127. I would play it to 127.
Tatis, the only thing I see right now for total base is total hits. Excuse me, is 0.5. Total bases. Here we go. Tatis, it's still over a half. Is minus 170.
Only over a half.
Yep.
Yeah. Wait until Thursday. They'll have a 1.5.
Yeah.
All right. I like it. So Ben, San Diego plus 110, Detroit first 5 -0.5, and then I'm on Tatis over 1.5 bases minus 110 or better, and then the Tigers plus $1.33 for the game. Love it.
And I think that baseball bet was plus 150. I think for that minus half a run for the first 5.
Oh yeah, plus 150. You're right. All right. All right. How was that beer?
I wasn't the biggest fan, to be honest. I love Pilsners. I do like hops, but I don't think this necessarily went together too well. It was a beautiful color. But as you can see, I didn't really go at it too heavily there. I'm going to give this one a 3.5. It was still drinkable, but it's not one that I would go back for, especially with how many good Pilsners we have out there. I'm likely going to a different Pilsner every single time.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I mean, you live in your.
If you like hops, though, this is it.
I had a Pilsner with the hops, so I don't know.
Oh, we lost you. Lost your audio.
You lost me?
Or maybe I just can't hear it. There we go.
All right. So I say Pilsner with hops. I don't know.
Yeah, it is a little weird. It is definitely a little weird.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for joining us. Make sure to tap in with us on Sunday night. We'll be recapping opening weekend and then going over, some Monday baseball and looking ahead to any storylines that we got going on. We'll also have some announcements about some content coming up as well on Sunday, so stay tuned for that one. You can follow us on Instagram at Taps and Jacks. Follow us on Twitter at taproom_sports. If you missed any of the show, you can find it Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you get your podcast fix. For Mr. Big Ball and Ben Larson, I'm Jordan Stacks on Stacks on Stacks, lads. We're out of here. Peace.
Later.